warm. First day of spring was warm, second day of spring was warm, and you guessed it, the third day of spring also warm. Temperatures in the 80s right now. We topped out at 86, so we're not too far off from where our max temperature was today. So sitting at 84, we have that southerly breeze coming onshore, and that's continuing to bring our humidity levels up. Now, we talked earlier about that flooding going on in Hawaii. You can see all of this moisture going right over that state and coming all the way up and around high pressure over the desert southwest. And this is what's keeping us nice and warm and dry and preventing us from seeing any cold fronts over the next couple of days. So we have that high pressure over here in this area, and you can see this next cold front. We are unfortunately going to miss out on that one for pretty much the southern half of Texas. And the reason, again, is these upper level high pressures. They scoot just close enough to allow that front to be stopped by the high pressure. So going forward, high pressure gets closer to us and really prevents this front from coming all the way down into South Texas. Now, we will see our winds shift to a more easterly direction, and that'll help bring our temperatures down maybe a degree or so, but we're not getting any cooler weather by way of a cold front. This high pressure kind of goes off down to the south, and another one, a stronger one, takes its place, and we could see that happening all over again. This next cold front into the weekend could also be blocked by this high pressure. Now, I do want to pause here and say there's two different camps of forecast right now. One keeps this high pressure closer to us and farther eastward, which would block this next cold front from coming down to the coastal bend. And the other has this high pressure retreating a little bit farther to the west, and that would open the door in the window for that front to come down to the south. But this is the point of the year where every cold front that makes it to North Texas is going to start not being one that makes it always down to the coastal bend. So as of right now, I am in the side of things that keeps the high pressure closer to us and that front not really getting here. But we'll continue to monitor where that high pressure ends up sitting and which way the forecast is trending. Now, if you imagine those high pressures over this area, you can see that moisture coming from Hawaii going all the way up towards Canada, avoiding a lot of the western United States and coming back down where those low pressure systems with the fronts are going. So that means that we stay dry down here in South Texas. It also means we stay quite warm with those high pressures over to our west and on top of us. Our forecast is pretty consistent with high temperatures in the mid 80s and mornings getting a little bit more humid. That drives up the morning temperatures into the middle of the week. And even though I don't have that front pushing through here all the way, I do think at a minimum, similar to this coming first front, I should say, I do have us getting a more easterly wind, and that would bring in slightly cooler air, but it wouldn't be that full cold front coming in at this point. Temperatures tonight, low 60s to upper 50s, a pretty pleasant morning. Just watch out for those areas of fog tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon, another very warm day, upper 80s to low 90s. And we'll see winds turning to a more easterly direction rather than that southeast. And hopefully that brings a couple of degrees off of our high temperatures, but not looking too likely.
Pretty warm out there. Thanks so much, Krista.